In 1955, Jim Jones established the People's Temple in Indianapolis, a unique church known for its groundbreaking multiracial membership at a time when racial segregation prevailed. Jones's charismatic leadership attracted followers from diverse backgrounds, drawn to the church's progressive ideals. Later, the church would relocate to San Francisco, where its popularity grew, and it gained attention from local politicians, including Harvey Milk. However, as events unfolded over the years, the People's Temple took a dark turn, eventually culminating in the devastating events that would forever mark its place in history. Jones, a white minister who espoused unconventional socialist and progressive ideologies, established the People's Temple with a primarily African-American congregation. In the 1970s, the temple experienced a surge in popularity, boasting a membership that numbered in the thousands. Even local politicians in San Francisco, including Harvey Milk, sought the support of this influential group. However, by 1977, Jones became increasingly paranoid due to heightened media scrutiny surrounding the temple's dubious activities. As a result, he made a fateful decision, relocating himself and his numerous followers to an agricultural settlement nestled in the remote corners of Guyana, a country situated east of Venezuela, known as Jonestown. In 1974, as part of his vision for the People's Temple, Jim Jones sent a group of members to secure a vast expanse of jungle land in Guyana. Covering over 3,800 acres, this property would become the site of the Jonestown Agricultural Project. Located in Guyana, a former British colony in South America where English was widely spoken, Jonestown presented an opportunity for the temple to establish a self-sufficient community in a remote location. Over the years, the Jonestown settlement underwent significant development. By 1977, the site boasted 60 cottages, spacious kitchens, ample food storage areas, laundry facilities, and even an infirmary to attend to the health needs of the community. 2 schoolhouses were established to provide education for the residents, and an open-air pavilion was constructed as a gathering space for meetings and communal activities. These facilities were designed to support the functioning and sustainability of the Jonestown community, fostering a sense of self-sufficiency and providing the necessary infrastructure for daily life within the settlement. In 1977, Jim Jones arrived at Jonestown, and soon after, a wave of over 1,000 immigrants joined him, including a significant number of children and senior citizens. The sudden influx of nearly 1,000 residents put a significant strain on the available resources. The infrastructure and provisions that had previously supported a smaller population now faced the challenge of accommodating and sustaining the increased numbers, posing a considerable challenge for the community. Once Jim Jones arrived at the Jonestown settlement, his most disturbing behaviors resurfaced without restraint. He seized medicines from every resident and indulged in a constant cycle of self-medication, relying on amphetamines or barbiturates. The community continued to endure public acts of punishment and humiliation, while Jones persisted in making inappropriate sexual advances in private. Asserting his authority, Jones declared that all men, excluding himself, were homosexuals and tightened his grip on interpersonal relationships within the community. Families were torn apart, and members were coerced into spying on and reporting on one another, further deepening the atmosphere of fear and control. Jim Jones exerted complete control over the flow of information within Jonestown. Incoming and outgoing letters were subjected to censorship, and telephone calls were tightly regulated or manipulated, with loved ones recalling instances of Jones or others guiding conversations. To further enforce his control, armed guards from the People's Temple monitored the surrounding jungle, ostensibly for the residents' protection but also serving as a menacing presence that deterred anyone contemplating escape. As the tension and apprehension surrounding People's Temple and Jonestown intensified, a group known as the Concerned Relatives stepped forward. Comprised of desperate family members, they tirelessly advocated for American authorities to take action, urging an investigation into the activities of the cult and the remote settlement. Their primary goal was to establish direct lines of communication with their loved ones who had become entangled in the grip of Jim Jones and his followers. In parallel, courageous individuals who had managed to escape the clutches of the People's Temple began to share their shocking testimonies with the American media. These defectors shed light on the true nature of Jonestown, revealing the presence of an armed work camp where residents were subjected to coercion and indoctrination. Their accounts brought to the forefront the chilling reality of mass suicide threats that loomed over the community, painting a haunting picture of life within the confines of Jonestown. Concern over the welfare of those in the jungle encampment prompted U.S. Congressman Leo Ryan to visit Jonestown in November 1978. After checking out the settlement, Ryan was shot to death along with 4 other people by Temple gunmen at an airstrip. Following those murders, Jones commanded his followers to drink cyanide-laced punch, starting with the children first. In all, there were over 900 who died in Jonestown, including Jim Jones, who was found dead of a gunshot wound to the head. There is speculation that he may have taken his own life, or that his nurse Annie Moore fatally shot him before she killed herself in the same manner. The Jonestown Massacre stands as a chilling reminder of the devastating consequences that blind devotion to a charismatic leader can have. With the largest number of American civilian casualties in a single non-natural event preceding the September 11th attacks, it left an indelible mark on the nation's history. The tragic loss of over 900 lives in the remote jungle settlement serves as a solemn reminder of the importance of critical thinking, individual agency, and the need for safeguards against unchecked power. The lessons learned from Jonestown continue to resonate, urging society to remain vigilant against manipulation, extremism, and the potential for mass tragedy in our quest for truth, justice, and human dignity. Thank you for joining us on this illuminating journey through time. Follow us to explore the depths of history and gain invaluable insights.